Hi, hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Skye and today I'm going to be swatching my entire blush collection. Now this video is actually heavily inspired by my friends Kaya and Wren. I'll link both of their videos down below. In the past year I've become a blush bitch. I used to be a blush hater, but now look at me. Also yeah, I painted lavenders on my face and I wore my elf ears because I wanted to become a fairy. Okay. Now I won't be doing this type of video for every single category in my collection because quite frankly I just don't have enough to do so, but I thought blushes would be a nice one to start off with. But anyways, let's get on into the video. We're going to be doing this overhead style, showing you all my blushes, swatching them, talking about them, and all of that good stuff. So if that sounds interesting, then just keep on watching. So these are all my blushes. I'm gonna hopefully try and swatch these in colour order, but you may notice a theme. I really like peaches. Peachy pinks. They're my favourite blushes to wear. I do have some unique shades in my collection, so let's get on into it. I'm gonna first start off with these babies. These are my Cover FX blush duos. Both of these were gifted to me from my friends. The first one I got was this one, which is Soft Peach. My friend Katie got this for me for my birthday because she loves these blush duos and she owns this one and actually the other shade that I have to talk about. And it may look a little bit deeper on camera, but this is actually the lightest blush in my collection and the most subtle one. So we're gonna swatch the matte side first. I'm gonna swatch over my tattoo, I hope you don't mind. Okay, if things look a little bit weird, I just moved my camera to the other side of my desk so you can see the colours a bit better. And as you can see, this is a really nice soft peach blush, and this matte side is really beautiful and creamy and soft. Not as pigmented as the other blush duo that I have. I hear that this one is the least pigmented of the bunch. Now we're gonna swatch the glowy side, which you can see that I've done a lot of damage to. Right there. But this is very stunning. I actually don't have peaches quite like this in my collection, so this is very unique. Also, my swatches are not going to be the best, I do apologise. And the other blush duo I have is Warm Honey. Now, I'd really wanted this shade as well for quite a while, and my friend Kat was decluttering this, and she asked if I wanted to have it and take off her hands, so I said, hell yes. And this one is a lot more pigmented, and this one, I love the name Warm Honey. It's such a pretty name. It is more of a peachy brown tone, and now let's swatch the metallic side. Very stunning. I really love the formula of these Cover FX blush duos. I will say I don't recommend them full price because they are, I think they're like £30 if I'm not mistaken, which that is a lot, and I do love the packaging. It looks like soap and I want to eat it. I say this every time I look at them. That makes a bit more sense in my opinion, and I also wish the outsides were different. Like maybe the outside of the blush could be the colour that's on the inside, because I think that would still look really cool and you could differentiate the colours, because even on the back there's no like colour. Now we're going to continue with the blush duos, and these are my Kaleidos Lo-Fi blushes in Lo-Fi Peach and Lo-Fi Rose. Kaleidos have discontinued these because the artwork on the front is offensive. Also, this pan is not real. When I had longer nails, I accidentally dropped this and stuck my nail in, so there's that. If I remember correctly, they said they were going to bring these back in more shades and with different artwork, so I really hope they do. These were sent to me in PR, but if they come out with new shades, I mean, I'm gonna buy them, I'm just gonna be honest. So we're gonna start off with the Lo-Fi Peach. This one I really love, especially this shade up here, because it's a peach to pink duochrome. It's so gorgeous. Swatch the matte first. This is Punch. It's very pretty. It's like a brighter version of these two mixed together. I feel like a lot of people are gonna look at these swatches and go, they're all the same. They're not. Trust me, they're all different. That right there is Punch, and now we're gonna be swatching this shade, which is Agari. I love this shade so much. It feels a bit more dimethicone-y and a bit thicker. but blended onto the cheeks on top of the matte shade just gives you the most beautiful, like, pinky peachy gold glow. You're not going to be able to see the shifts in it, but it's such a unique glowy blush. If they sold this as a single, I would buy it in a heartbeat. Now I'm gonna wait to swatch Lo-Fi Rose because this one's more cool toned and I want to go in color order, so we're gonna swatch this a bit later. This next blush is from Ingrid Cosmetics and it's in the shade Carrot Cool. Ingrid Cosmetics are a Polish indie brand and my friend Hattie sent this one over to me. This is one of her favorite blushes and I'm just gonna swatch this and allow you to observe the magic. It's got a beautiful imprint in it as well. This is one of the most pigmented matte blushes I've found. Look at that. It's so smooth and it glides on your cheeks so beautifully and it's so bright. This is a peach, but it's much more bright and a bit orange toned too. Like, it's not like a peachy neutral, it's definitely like a really warm peach. I personally love a pigmented blush. I mean, you saw my face in the intro. I love heavy blush on myself, and this one is so good to do that with. Because as much as I love the other blush duos that I've swatched up here, these can be more subtle. Like, I have to build them up more if I want a super bright cheek. This one, I don't really need to build it up that much at all. It's just that bright. Oh my god, this one makes my heart so happy. This is the Nabla Skin Glazing Blush in Truth. My mum got this for me for my birthday because she knew that I've been lusting after this for so long, and my friend Emily Lakin here on YouTube, she loves these and she's the reason why I wanted them even more. And you can see I've done a lot of damage to this one. This is the perfect glowy blush. If you want a single glowy blush, these Nabla ones are fantastic and they have quite a few shades. That's Truth right there. Don't these two blushes right here look like they could be in a duo? Like, if these two were in a duo, the perfect duo. Perfect. And also their packaging looks so similar too. I love it. Okay, I swear I only have one more peachy blush and it's gonna be coming from my Lethal Cosmetics blush palette. And it's this one right here called Nectar. This is my favorite blush in my collection. If I had to pick just one, it would be this one. As much as I love all of my blushes, this Nectar is so pigmented, really creamy on the cheeks, and it's so bright, and these are very softly pressed. I mean, you saw like how dusty that was when I swatched it. And this one is more of a pink. It's got like a peachy undertone, but it's still definitely a pink. But it's so bright, it's so beautiful. And as you can see in the pan, I've done a lot of damage to it. I will say these blushes are very, very soft. You don't need to be aggressive, but I am quite aggressive when it comes to applying my own makeup to my face. So that's why it looks like that. That's my bad. Now we're gonna be moving on to my, like, rosy blushes. This one is the Odens Eye Flower Blush in Little Jasmine. This is another glowy blush, not as glowy as the Nabla Skin Glazing one, I will say. But this is very pigmented. The imprint, there used to be a little fairy on it. You can still kind of vaguely see it there, but it's mostly worn off. These Odens Eye blushes are very pigmented. And this one, it's kind of like a rosy brown. Now that I think about it, I should have swatched this shade along with the Warm Honey from Cover FX, but oh well. Odens Eye do have matte blushes too, and as much as I'd love to try them, do I look like I need more blush? Now we're moving on to the Kaleidos Lo-Fi Rose Duo. Now this shade down here, this is the lightest blush in my collection. I think it's lighter than the Cover FX Soft Peach. And even though this shade right here, this is more of a highlighter on my skin tone, I will still swatch it here anyway, but just so you know, I don't count this as a blush, but I will swatch it because why not? Why am I wearing a cream sweater when I'm doing swatching? But that's Lo-Fi Rose. As you can see, very cool toned. I think this is the only cool toned blush in my collection. I like cool tones, it's just my skin leans more like olivey, olive olive is what I'm trying to look for. I just prefer the way that warm tone blushes look on me, but that's the rose blush right there. I don't think I'm actually gonna have enough room to swatch the rest of these, so I'll just swatch this Bloom shade on my hand so you can still see it. I mean, this technically, like I mentioned, is a highlighter, so... Oh, that is gorgeous, isn't it? It shifts from a gold to a pink. Oh, you can see the pink there. There's the pink. There's the gold. There's the gold. There's the pink. Moving on to the final blushes, let's finish up the matte ones. I have Neophyte and Tendril, both from Lethal. Lethal do make my favourite matte blush formula. They are just so beautiful. So this right here is Tendril. It's such a pretty yellowy orange. And their shade range is really gorgeous. There's so many different colours. And then this one right here is Neophyte. I love this blush so much. Yellow blush is so underrated. I'm so happy that it's becoming a little bit more mainstream. Especially this shade of yellow, because this isn't like a lemon yellow, it's more like a orangey yellow. I'm gonna have to go into my elbow ditch, but those are all of my matte blushes. Please ignore the mess behind me right here, but these are all of my powder blushes. I do have 2 more blushes left to swatch, but as we can see, I have a type. They make my heart so damn happy. But anyways, I have 2 cream blushes to mention. These are the Fenty Beauty cream blushes, and I have them in the shades Daiquiri Dip and Strawberry Drip. Naturally, I had to pick the 2 shade names that are very close together. Like, say that 10 times fast. Daiquiri Dip and Strawberry Drip. Daiquiri Dip and Strawberry Drip. Like, it doesn't... It's hard. Also, shout out to myself for initially thinking that daiquiri is pronounced daiquiri, because I don't drink. Also, these kind of look a little bit gross because I do use my brushes with them and, you know, dust and shit gets in there. Look, don't judge me. These are only going on my face. I would never put these on my friends. As someone who's not super into cream blushes, these cream blushes are fantastic. In case you don't know, I do have oily skin, but I find that even though these, first of all, pigmented, and they are very creamy to the touch, they do, like, dry down. They don't dry down completely, like they're not like a cream to powder, but they are very long wearing on the cheeks. Because they are a cream, they do look quite glowy on your cheeks too. But I have the ones that don't have a sheen in them. I know that there's a few shades that do have a sheen in them, and those don't get as good reviews as the regular ones. But this one looks really gross. I'm very, very sorry, but this is reality. Normally I would like wipe these with a napkin before I showed you, but I forgot, quite frankly. So this one is Strawberry Drip. I'm not gonna show you the pan again because it's gross. I'm a little bit embarrassed. I know we're friends here, but like, come on Skye, you're nasty. And that is Strawberry Drip. It's a bright, bright, bright pink. It's kind of similar to Lethal Nectar, but it's more like bubblegummy pink. Beautiful for summer. Like, anytime I'm wearing hot pink on my eyes, I love wearing this blush on top. And with all of that said and done, those are all of my blushes. Yes, this is a lot of blush, but I use and love every single one that's here. But anyways, let's get on into the outro. Anyways, that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully you liked seeing all of my blushes all together. Also, I will be doing this type of video with all of my single shadows soon, so be on the lookout for that. If you'd like to see more makeup content from me, then follow me on my Instagram. It's Beauty by Skye right here. I post all of my looks there and I'm active on there every single day. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I would love to have you here, and as always, stay safe, wash your hands, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye! I'm sorry, I have to give these elf ears a moment. In my Get Ready With Me, I mentioned that I bought elf ears, and now, please admire them. I love them so much.